Alafia, and welcome to one more, indeed the last iteration of the weekly Ifascope for the month of November. Well, we've slid past Thanksgiving here in the United States, and or anybody else who celebrates it. After a series of off-path, pretty definitive off-paths, it looks as if we've got it, at least for this week. So let's be grateful. The Oduj defines the week as, excuse me, Obara Otura. Obara, if you're a male initiate, and Babalao, it talks about using your tools and using your assertiveness as a male to go forward on the temporal everyday side. If you're not an initiate or are a female, it simply implies be more assertive, more aware, and do the same thing with whatever Ifa tools you have available. On the emotional spiritual side, however, it's a little bit different because Otora is a sign not just of peace and calm for your emotional spiritual work, but it's a sign where the reason for the peace and the calm is to allow other people to vent, to express, to whatever it is, their ideas about what's going on, about changing situations. And then when they're done, you bring your ideas to the table, and lo and behold, the vast majority of them are going to be accepted. So we take a look. And here, this week, we come strongly Ire. We come with a sign of Obara, Obi. The Obara mimicking or duplicating the main Odu sign on the temporal side, suggesting we are Ire because we are being assertive, not aggressive, but assertive. There's a big difference. Think about it until you get it. But we're being assertive, and then on the emotional spiritual side, it's about the results of listening, being empathetic, etc., are going to result in hosts of new possibilities, new opportunities for us. All in all, a really good sign. And what does it come in good fortune for? Well, it comes Ogunda Meiji for family. A great sign for getting close to ending this year. Because family is what we were all missing. It's about getting back on track. It's not about the Black Friday or the sales or the it's about getting the important things from our family. And who do we reinforce this with? We reinforce it from Obatala, because correct thinking and correct values are what will sustain us during this time period. They're going to get us not only through, but ahead of the curve. And while other people's gifts or treasures or whatever are quickly forgotten, the treasures of love, companionship, family, etc., are going to start to be yours in a meaningful way. And it's the simplest of offerings. It's cool water to Obatala. Whatever works for you. If you have Obatala, take it down. If not, use what you use to indicate Obatala. Place a glass of clear water, not chlorinated, preferably. If you have to get a bottled water or something which has no chlorine, fine. And light a tea candle and pray for this shift over to a more meaningful existence. To while the times are getting slowly better, our life is getting quickly better. And there are two other things that I want to remind you of. One is Iavasa, who took Thanksgiving off, and I think she deserved it, who resumes her webcast on Wednesday, and pick a webcast on 7:30 or at 8:30. There's two of them. Write her a note, find the email on our site, send it to Ian Ife, Vasa, and tell her you'd like to be part of this group, learning at absolutely no cost, no obligation, no anything, except the necessity for understanding and learning and dispensing with the fear which so often has dominated your way of thinking. And the other thing is, I would like to take a close look at our Sacred Orisha Gardens, because we're within 3 or 3.5 weeks of the reading for 2014. And the Foundation has some very, very exciting things. As soon as I cast and we see what it will be, we'll tell you how it's going to work and how it can work for you in a very unique fashion. A fashion that's taken us 40 years to develop. And now it's ready to take off and fly. So until next time, love and blessings.